Are you an ADHD goldfish on a sugar rush? If you are, then this one isn't for you. Hello and welcome to State of Entertainment. I'm Nulhart and I'm bringing you our first anime and manga review. We will start with Medaka Box.
Do you find this world too ordinary? Your future looking dim? Reality on cruise control? Well, fear not. Life can still be dramatic.
Nowadays in anime, everyone is so focused on two types of show. The big classics, and I stress the word classic with extreme and utmost caution. Like big popular shows that people now started to call classics for absolutely no reason, unless for the sake of nostalgia. People start pandering to shows like One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball, normally only mentioning Dragon Ball Z for some reason, Saint Seiya, and Bleach, and forget everything else exists. Then there's another type of person that is as scary as the last one. The people that only watch mega hyped shows that came out after they started watching anime. Normally those people are referred to as beginners. Ever try talking to a person that only knows Kill la Kill, Shingeki no Kyojin, or Sword Art Online? Things can get ugly. Some shows aren't as hyped because they have a simpler plot outline, and you choose to watch it hoping it would transform into a beautiful butterfly. No, not you, Aizen. Or they can stay the horrible mess they appear to be in the plot description. A perfect example of the former is Medaka Box, and a perfect example of the simple not going anywhere parade is Strike the Blood. If you have been watching anime for a long time and are tired of the typical battle shonen set in high school with a spiky-haired main character, here is a somewhat surreal gag battle shonen set in high school with a spiky-haired main character. Kind of. But it will feel refreshing and new, bear with me. The plot seems simple enough. Hakoneo Academy has a new student council president, Kurokami Medaka, and her campaign seller was this one thing. She would create a suggestion box so the student council could help students in whatever they wanted. She wants to help everyone, even if the wish is the hardest thing to fulfill. For that, she will need to find a vice president, a treasurer, a secretary, and a manager of general affairs, in order to have a full student council and help the people in Hakoneo Academy with their lives. And now you're thinking, why do I want to watch this, right? Well, that was my first thought after reading something like this on Medaka Box's manga page on my anime list. But I bore with it, and here I am to tell you about my experience. Medaka is a force of nature. She's quicker, faster, stronger, and more efficient than mostly all people. It's really fun to see how she deals with all requests that are asked, and how she always does amazing things, heck, even impossible things, and everyone reacts pointing out how normal it was for her.
It's true that I can't make it in time, but this is not a wasted effort. People are trying to harm others. Ignoring that would be the wasted effort.
What was that? A girl with long hair ran by so fast she left after images.
Wasn't that the student council press?
Oh, well, that's normal then.
I promise you a spiky hair main character, and Medaka is a girl. You're probably thinking I lied to you, right?
It's been a week since I was coaxed into becoming a student council officer.
Mihito Yoshizenchi. He's her childhood friend, so of course he's in love with her. That means he has to keep up with all the craziness that always follows her around. And guess what? He's used to it, even though he's just a normal guy. Just your average Joe. You see how normal he is? He's what you call the main character, because you follow through his point of view more often than Medaka's throughout the entire anime. So it's a gag anime and manga set in high school with battles? I guess? But you cannot tag Medaka Box because it's both a surreal comedy and a battle shonen that deconstructs the genre. Until Unzen's arc, the show takes a comedic approach, and after that uses more of a shonen battle or games approach. So if you are ADHD and can't take something not as serious in the first 8 episodes, close this video right now. But if you want something that transforms into one of your favorite shows, try it. Just don't be one of those retarded hypocrites that defend that a show that takes time to be great is only worth dropping, while saying One Piece only gets good after they enter the Grand Line. That's chapter 100 of the manga. Medaka Box was animated by none other than Studio Gainax. And we all know animating things through or giving us good or even satisfying endings is not something they are known by. No one hasn't forgiven you, Evangelion. So they finished season 2 with still 5 arcs and 1 epilogue to be animated. In the final special episode, the secondary character even comments how the animators screwed up, and there was more good things to come. So I think everyone loves Gainax now. The first 7 episodes are not as bad as, but they don't show you what the series will be about, and make a lot of people give up before it starts. The series is tagged as ecchi, but it is not made by huge amounts of fan service because the animators are afraid the show might bore you like High School Double D's. It's just there, and it won't get in the way of the actual good stuff, so you have nothing to worry about unless you are a prude hypocrite. But the strongest point of this show is its characters and their development. With a main cast that is interesting and endearing, but also lets secondary characters shine as much or even more as the main cast. When was the last time a secondary character made consistently first place on all character polls? I don't think I've seen that aside from Medaka Box. If you don't like Medaka, it's okay. She's there to make all other good characters shine. Even characters that haven't showed up in a while, they show up. It's like seeing a good friend doing the thing he's better at. There's one character, the one with all the first places, that needs to be talked about. His name is Kumagawa, and he's introduced in the last canon episode of the show. Hooray, Gainax! He's something you've never seen yet. A good loser. Someone who loses every time but manages to win something out of every situation. He's really complex and a really funny character to see interact and grow. If you like powerhouses, this show will grant you a lot of them. And if you want to shut up that annoying friend that only believes Goku is the strongest character in all anime, watch this and you will have arguments to shut him up. After the anime ends, the manga continues with more stories and new cool characters. The anime is a decent adaptation of the manga, showing you most of the good parts and all you need to know to follow it. There's 2 episodes in the anime that are originally written by the main author of the show. You'll probably like them if you like the show. In the end, the manga is a bit better than the anime because it continues and has a decent ending. Also, the art style is not the best even for the time. The manga is a must read. As the anime, I would say you either watch it after you've read, paying respect to the manga, or if you didn't like the anime, try the manga. I highly recommend both the anime and manga, even though the manga is better. Overall, I think Medaka Box is an 8.8. It has a slow start, and Gainax didn't help it. But it has one of the best rosters ever, and a decent plot to follow it, even if sometimes a little cliche. Medaka Box, what is your opinion on it? Comment below and maybe I'll get back to you. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more anime and manga reviews. Stay tuned for our next video.